Welcome to Home Library Book Review, where we select a book right from the shelf and explain its learning through easy to understand text, graphics, examples, and animation, along with discussion with family members.
Today, we are going to review Ikigai by Hector Garcia.
This book is an international bestseller. It has the Japanese secret to a long and happy life. We have divided this review in 9 parts, and this is part 1 of 9. It also has Goodreads rating of 4 out of 5. Hector Garcia is a citizen of Japan, where he has lived for over a decade, and of Spain, where he was born. He is the author of several books about Japanese culture, including 2 worldwide bestsellers, A Geek in Japan and Ikigai. A former software engineer, he worked at Sen in Switzerland before moving to Japan. Frances Miralles is an award-winning author who has written a number of best-selling self-help and inspirational books. Born in Barcelona, he studied journalism, English literature, and German, and has worked as an editor, a translator, a ghostwriter, and a musician. Before we move further, Arnav, what is Ikigai?
I think Ikigai means purpose.
Yes, it could also be a motive. It can also be a cause. It could also be called as a reason. And it could be the impetus that derives you. Ikigai is a Japanese term that means your life's purpose or why you get up in the morning. I can't wait to review further. How about you, Arnav?
Let's get started! Yay!
Part 1: Ikigai, the art of staying young while growing old. According to the Japanese, everyone has an Ikigai. Some people have found their Ikigai while others are still looking, though they carry it within them. Our Ikigai is hidden deep inside each of us, and finding it requires a patient search. According to those born on Okinawa, the island with the most centenarians in the world, our Ikigai is the reason we get up in the morning. Topic 1: Whatever you do, don't retire. Having a clearly defined Ikigai brings satisfaction, happiness, and meaning to our lives. The purpose is to help find yours and share insight from Japanese philosophy on the lasting health of body, mind, and spirit. One surprising thing you notice living in Japan is how active people remain after they retire. In fact, many Japanese people never really retire. They keep doing what they love for as long as their health allows. There is, in fact, no word in Japanese that means retire. in the sense of leaving the workforce for good, as in English. According to a National Geographic reporter who knows the country well, having a purpose in life is so important in Japanese culture that our idea of retirement simply doesn't exist there. Topic number 2, the island of almost eternal youth. Certain longevity studies suggest that a strong sense of community and a clearly defined Ikigai are just as important as the famously healthful Japanese diet, perhaps even more so. Recent medical studies of centenarians from Okinawa and other so-called blue zones, the geographic regions where people live longest, provide a number of interesting facts about these extraordinary human beings. Not only do they live much longer than the rest of the world's population, they also suffer from fewer chronic illnesses such as cancer and heart disease. Inflammatory disorders are also less common. Many of those centenarians enjoy enviable levels of vitality and health that would be unthinkable for people of advanced age elsewhere. Topic number 3, the 5 blue zones. Okinawa, Japan, especially the northern part of the island, the locals eat a diet rich in vegetables and tofu, typically served on small plates. In addition to their philosophy of Ikigai, the Moai, or close-knit group of people, plays an important role in their longevity. Sardinia, Italy. Locals on this island consume plenty of vegetables and or 2 glasses of wine per day. As in Okinawa, the cohesive nature of this community is another factor directly related to longevity. Loma Linda, California. Researchers studied a group of Seventh-day Adventists who are among the longest living people in the United States. The Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica. Locals remain remarkably active after 90. Many of the region's older residents have no problem getting up at 5:30 in the morning to work in the fields. Icaria, Greece. One of every 3 inhabitants of this island near the coast of Turkey is over 90 years old, which is compared to less than 1% of the population of United States. A fact that has earned it the nickname the Island of Long Life. The local secret seems to be a lifestyle that dates back to 500 BC. The keys to longevity are diet, exercise, finding a purpose in life, and forming strong social ties. Topic 4. The 80% secret. One of the most common sayings in Japan is hara hachibu, which is repeated before or after eating and means something like fill your belly to 80%. Ancient wisdom advises against eating until we are full. This is why Okinawans stop eating when they feel their stomachs reach 80% of their capacity rather than overeating and wearing down their bodies with long digestive processes that accelerate cellular oxidation. Of course, there is no way to know objectively if your stomach is at 80% capacity. The lesson to learn from this saying is that we should stop eating when we are starting to feel full. The extra side dish, the snack we eat when we know in our hearts we don't really need it, the apple pie after lunch, all this will give us pleasure in the short term, but not having them will make us happier in the long term. The way food is served is also important. By presenting their meals on many small plates, the Japanese tend to eat less. A typical meal in a restaurant in Japan is served in 5 plates on a tray, 4 of them very small, and the main dish slightly bigger. Having 5 plates in front of you makes it seem like you're going to eat a lot, but what happens most of the time is that you end up feeling slightly hungry. This is one of the reasons why Westerners in Japan typically lose weight and stay trim. Topic 5: Moai, connected for life. It is customary in Okinawa to form close bonds within local communities. A Moai is an informal group of people with common interests who look out for one another. For many, serving the community becomes part of their Ikigai. The Moai has its origins in hard times when farmers would get together to share best practices and help one another cope with meager harvests. Members of a Moai make a set monthly contribution to the group. The payment allows them to participate in meetings, dinners, games of Go and Shogi, Japanese chess, or whatever hobby they have in common. The funds collected by the group are used for activities, but if there is money left over, one member decided on a rotating basis receives a set amount from the surplus. In this way, being part of a Moai helps maintain emotional and financial stability. If a member of a Moai is in financial trouble, he or she can get an advance from the group's savings. While the details of each Moai accounting practices vary according to the group and its economic means, the feeling of belonging and support gives the individual a sense of security and helps increase life expectancy. Let's summarize the 5 topics we have reviewed under Part 1: Ikigai, the art of staying young while growing old. Number 1: whatever you do, don't retire. Number 2: the island of almost eternal youth. Number 3: the 5 blue zones. Number 4: the 80% secret. And finally, number 5, Moai, connected for life.
Thank you for watching our video. Please like and subscribe. Also press on the bell notification button for more videos like these. Until next time, take care and bye.